Brett Favre always looked strongest when life hurt the most. Welcome to the channel Tragic Frames. For years, Brett Favre represented toughness in its purest form. Fans watched him play through pain that would sideline most athletes. Broken bones, concussions, personal grief. He kept stepping back onto the field with the same stubborn determination that made him feel almost indestructible. But people often misunderstand strength. Sometimes strength is just a person refusing to fall apart in public. Favre's life carried emotional weight long before the world saw him as a football legend. Growing up in Mississippi shaped him into someone fiercely competitive, deeply loyal, and emotionally guarded. Football became both an escape and an identity. Once success arrived in the NFL, the pressure only intensified. The victories were unforgettable. So were the losses. Fans still remember the heartbreaking game he played shortly after losing his father. There was something almost surreal about it. A man grieving in real time, yet performing at the highest level imaginable. Millions admired the courage it took to stand under those stadium lights while carrying that kind of pain privately. Moments like that changed people forever. As the years passed, Brett Favre became more than an athlete. He became a symbol of endurance. But endurance has a cost. Injuries accumulated. Retirement became complicated. Public scrutiny grew louder. The same fearless personality that once made fans adore him sometimes pulled him into controversy and criticism later in life. That contrast left many people conflicted. Because behind the headlines was still the same man aging in front of the world, trying to navigate mistakes, legacy, family, and the emotional consequences of a life lived under constant pressure. Fame rarely allows people to evolve quietly. Every misstep becomes permanent once the public decides they know who you are. And perhaps that's why recent reflections on Favre feel unexpectedly emotional for many fans. People are no longer just remembering touchdowns or championships. They're remembering time itself, their own youth, Sunday afternoons with family. The feeling of watching someone who seemed larger than life slowly become human again. Aging has a way of softening public perception. At 56, Brett Favre no longer looks like the invincible quarterback charging through defenders. He looks more reflective now, more aware of the physical and emotional toll carried by athletes long after the cheering stops. There's weariness there sometimes, though also gratitude. And maybe that honesty is what touches people most. Because beneath the fame, controversy, triumphs, and heartbreak remains a man who spent most of his life trying to live up to an image of toughness few human beings could realistically sustain forever. Even legends grow tired eventually. If this story stayed with you, feel free to share your thoughts below. And if you enjoy thoughtful documentaries exploring the emotional lives behind public fame, consider liking the video and subscribing to Tragic Frames for more stories told with warmth, honesty, and respect.